Hi, and welcome to the channel. My name is Amanda, and I share how I navigate the human experience through a spiritual lens. Why do I talk about the moon cycles and what's happening in the cosmos? Well, moon magic is a branch of astrology that practices harnessing the moon's energy for manifestation, simply understanding emotions, and just information as we navigate the world. Ancient civilizations believed that just like the moon creates tides in the ocean, it has an impact on our experience of life as human bodies made of at least 50% water. That's why we see certain festivals and celebrations all around the world and in all societies around specific moon cycles or specific seasons. So then when we add the principles of the astrological zodiac, we can tune into both the general energies that we have available to work with, and if you want to get even deeper into the weeds, using your personal birth chart to look at what impact the energies might have on you as an individual specifically. Looking at the energies has not only given me personally a lot of clarity about what I'm experiencing in life and in my body, especially as a highly sensitive person, but it's also served me well in living more mindfully in general. Working with the new moon energies for 2 weeks and then the full moon energies for the next 2 weeks have really kept me in a constant cycle of personal growth and investing in the life that I want to create in that constant mindfulness cycle. So I enjoy sharing those perspectives in a way that is very digestible for folks who want to live more aligned with nature. And maybe you're one of those people who want to live more aligned with the natural cycles of life, but diving into full astrology or birth charts just feel way too overwhelming. Well, then moon magic is a great place to start. But let's get back to today's topic, which is all about the new moon that rises on October 21st and the astrological aspects that are mulling about. And just to recap, the new moon is when we get the opportunity to reevaluate certain areas in our life and set new intentions for that moon cycle. Whereas then the full moon is when those things come to fruition. And this is based on principles of what we focus on, we manifest. Or if you want to put all metaphysical woo-woo aside, what the brain thinks and focuses on becomes our reality, which is why it's so important to control our thoughts and not to respond to every little thing that pops into our heads. But also just from a growth mindset perspective of always growing and evolving to our highest and most authentic self, which is really what the human journey as a spiritual being is all about. So let's look at what's going on in the cosmos right now with this new moon coming up and how we can work with the energies over the next 2 weeks. The general themes is the first thing that we look at. So the general themes for the natural season that we're in currently here in fall, and more specifically the month of October is based around the concept of balance. This is where the light and the dark are in balance with each other before the dark starts becoming more prevalent. And this month in particular is about finding the balance in all things. So enjoying those warm days and cooler nights. Perhaps one final push, putting mindful intention and action behind our goals. Remember, you're the activator, you have to take the action. And our hopes and our dreams for the year and what we still want to accomplish, but also starting to allow for rest and rejuvenation to set in. That balance between still working on the harvest, but also being grateful as it starts to come in and giving ourselves space to enjoy it. Finding the balance between holding and letting go. The second aspect I like to look at is the placement of the moon and the zodiac sign that it's in, and which energies are coming to the forefront for new beginnings, which is the new moon's theme, right? Or where I want to maybe invest time or focus, plant seeds. So this October's new moon is in the sign of Libra, which brings themes of balance, again, fairness, partnerships, and beauty. The scales of justice, if you can remember that icon, is often associated with balance in the zodiac sign of Libra. And Libra has highest expressions of commitment, justice, harmony, creating beauty, fairness, and cooperation with others. But Libra's lower expressions are people-pleasing, superficiality, being shallow, indecisiveness, judgment, right? So we can expect these themes to pop up around this new moon related to our interactions with other people, and maybe how we want to shift how we show up in the world and in those relationships. We feel the pull towards genuine, authentic connection. And if we've been acting in a way that largely favors shallow, superficial connections, those may now be illuminated. And if you've invested in depth and balance, you may now see those. We'll want to balance feasting and joyful connection with other people this time of year through all the holiday celebrations, but doing so in a way that isn't smothering or exhaustive and allows for enough time to be with ourselves. And that includes how much time we spend on tending to our work relationships, our love relationships, and our friendships. So keep all of those in mind as you evaluate these themes. Looking at the connections in your life, grab your journal and I will be asking you some questions to reflect on. Ready? You can pause the video if needed. Am I showing up in a way that allows the level of intimacy, balance, and harmony that I desire to grow? Or might there be a self-sabotaging shadow that I need to work with? Am I creating beauty with people through that rich inner work? Or am I getting sucked into drama that acts like distractions? Do I bring collaboration and fairness to the table? Or might there be some misalignment with blame and victimhood at play that I need to shift? Great meditation topics to journal on. Then in the outer world expression, you can find ways to notice the beauty in all things around you. Create, dance, sing, make music, paint, freshen up your home, decorate, and make it feel harmonious and in flow with the seasons. Put an outfit on that makes you feel beautiful or full of life. Call up a friend that you haven't had a one-on-one with in a while and reconnect, or reach out to a new connection and seek harmony and fairness if you are navigating conflicts. There's a reason people bring out all the pumpkins this time of year and all the decorations, so don't diss it until you try it. Pay attention to communicating clearly, and for all things that are holy, embrace romance that wants to come in for you. When we've been hurt either due to our own expectations or by the actions of other people, it's very easy to close up, especially in romance. But the themes for this month is very strong around romance and coming together in that heart space with other people. We can stay open to all love and connection that wants to come in for us with little gestures around balance and reaching out to others and expressing gratitude towards them. Here are some ways that you can do that. Showing appreciation for another randomly. Showing up to an uncomfortable conversation. Sending a letter. To me, that's the beauty of holiday cards, which just says, I'm thinking about you and I'm sharing my holiday spirit with you. Having the courage to allow gestures of care and love to come in for you. Have you noticed how sometimes that makes us just so uncomfortable? Allow it to come in. Practicing forgiveness, which, by the way, is to set you free, not condoning or the benefit of the other person, but to release the negative feelings attached to that hurt for you. Set yourself free through the practice of forgiveness. Use this Libra new beginnings energy to make life better for you. I hope this was useful and gives you something to ponder over the next couple of weeks. Give us a like or a subscribe if you've enjoyed this content, and let me know in the comments how you are working with Libra. I'll be back to talk about the full moon coming up on November 5th and the energies that we can expect to feel around that time in about 2 weeks. Take care.